Mr. Primetime.
Needed this Friday. Cheers.
It is Friday.
Long ass week, dude.
It's been a long week for sure.
At least we got some good news on the injury front. About time something good happens.
Is that where we're gonna go with this? We're gonna embrace the injuries and the positives that way.
That's all we got, right?
It's gonna be interesting. Oh well, hold on.
Wait, look who else is here.
Wait, what? No way.
Shit. Wait, it's 8 o'clock.
No way.
He's like 45 minutes early.
Hold on here. Let's make sure this is real. Is it real?
It can't be.
It looks like him.
I'm seeing a ghost.
Is it?
Ew.
What up, though? What up, though?
Holy shit!
Wow.
It's 8 o'clock and he's actually on time.
This is the first, right?
Yeah, baby. You know, I do
Holy
things like that,
shit.
sir.
There you
Been a hard week, man. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man? But no, but see, no, Tyrone's smart though. What he did was he let me and you deal with the chaos of Monday and Tuesday and all the bullshit and the drama, all the chaos. And now when everybody's finally calmed down and there's a slight chance of hope coming back, here he comes.
Nah, man. Well, you know, what happened was, bro, and I told you the first night, I sent you a picture. I actually got to my delivery early.
Send me a picture of a step.
Yeah, just me outside waiting to deliver my load. They took forever. And the second night, I didn't really, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have a signal. So, you know, nothing but love for you guys, man. Don't do me like that, man. Yo, Tyrone's on
Just
time,
don't
man.
even
Listen,
start
man.
playing all. Don't even give me that passive aggressive shit tonight, dude. Because we had to weather the storm all week long when we just caught complete chaos to this place.
Tuesday's show was fun as shit. You missed out on that.
Tuesday was a good one.
You know, the boss man threatened me, told me, yo, one more no call, no show. You know, my contract will be terminated. So, you know, I had to tighten up around here, man. He said 8 o'clock. I said 8 o'clock, sir. 8 o'clock, I'm here, man. What's going on? Nah, man. I knew I had a rough week with that, with all the chaos and just the overlook of it. And, you know, like I said, man, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's getting hard to watch. It's getting hard to accept. But at the same time, man, I still have confidence in a young team, and hopefully we'll get there. But did y'all talk about C.J. Mosley balling out, though? Did y'all talk about
Listen,
that?
man. See, no, when you miss the Monday and Tuesday show, we don't worry about that shit.
Yeah, we're already on to the Titans
we're
now.
in preview time now. So you lost your opportunity to talk about last week. We're all about this week now.
I mean, it's how you treat me, boss. Whatever. Sir.
It is what it is. People are bored about that shit. We're ready to go. We're ready to talk about the Tennessee Titans. And what we'll do is we'll start with the injury report. Which team you want to start with first? Our team or their team?
Both our team first.
Since Primetime's got seniority, we'll start with our team. So we got the injury report's interesting, and I think it's kind of rough for the Jets. You know, Marcus May is out, Jeff Smith's out, Elijah Moore's out. But yeah, Jamison Crowder coming back and Denzel Mims being active, which is cool. But we'll start the defensive side of the ball. For me, the Marcus May injury is pretty big because you don't have nobody to replace him. Ashton Davis coming back is not in game shape. He still has to learn the defense. The guy next to him has only been here, 2 weeks? The guys behind them don't really play, and you already have a young secondary. So and if you're looking at guys that want to cover guys out of backfield, you have Ferkser coming back. You know, whatever you want to do. Not having May as like the leader of your secondary back there, I think that's a big blow, man.
Well, as far as learning the defense, though, for Ashton Davis, I mean, hopefully that's what he's been able to do over the last 4 weeks while he's been rehabbing. You know, he's been able to, get into the film room, learn the defense and stuff like that. But yeah, being without May sucks. But if there's any week that you're going to want to have an injury like that, it would be this week where you got no Julio and you got no AJ Brown. So I know we'll get to those injuries in a bit. But, if there's 1 week that you can afford it, it's probably this week.
Well, actually, I kind of agree with you guys in the same aspect. I think that, losing May back there it's tremendous. I mean, just getting these guys lined up. And if you look at it, the young secondary hasn't been as bad as I thought they would be. And I think that goes to the caveat of having Marcus May back there, just getting guys in place, being that floor general on the court. Yeah, absolutely. So now that you have him out, what I'm saying, who's going to make the calls? And, and Davis coming back, man, like, look, man, I mean, it's been so long since I've seen him play. I forgot how good this kid could be. So I'm not even excited about that. Like I said, it's going to be scary because if you look at it, man, Marcus May was all over the field, man. He made a lot of big plays in all 3 games. So losing him is tremendous, man. And we're going to feel that Sunday for sure.
Not to take the focus away from the Titan game, but do you think that we've seen the last of Marcus May in a Jet uniform?
He'll be back in 2 weeks.
He'll be back in 3 weeks, bro.
He'll be back after the bye. That's his agent being a prick.
I mean, his agent is probably a mouthpiece of him, no? We know he's not happy here. He didn't want to come back here. You don't think he's maybe making a business decision here?
I mean, well, I'm going to say this right here, man. Like, and this is something that
Strong
I mean,
wrapper.
it's the business. So it was
What are you,
what happens.
TMZ now?
Nah, man, it's
Prime time
frustrating
started to stir the pot over there. I see
yo,
what he's trying to do.
listen.
I'm not
The
fighting
guy's
on your
obviously
bait.
the guy obviously is not happy here. He's not going to sign here a long-term
Well, I
contract.
mean,
I don't
he's.
think
Well, I
Douglas
mean,
isn't going to offer him a long-term
Well, I mean,
contract.
look,
So
if you're Marcus May, you didn't get the money you want. Your franchise tag. You're on one of the worst teams in football, and you know this year's gonna be another long fucking year. It's not like you're gonna be walking around like you're happy as shit. You're like, oh my
But
god, I go through.
but
I
you,
go
that's
through
what I'm saying.
all this
That's
again.
why his agent put that
but
information out there.
Listen, man,
I'm sure they would like to be
dude,
traded
in his
before the
perfect
deadline.
world. In his
but you don't.
perfect world, if he got traded to a team that's going to pay him, I'd be happy too. And a winning team, I'd be happy too.
But think about it also. If he does get traded before the deadline to a contender, that's an opportunity for him to showcase his skills on a better team and actually get that kind of contract he's looking for next year. He's
But
probably looking at shit right now. Like, what am I going to do here?
don't you like feel? Don't you like he feels a little disrespected though? Just a little bit. Like what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
he's still
This
getting paid what,
What?
like
Wait,
11.5 million?
do we feel disrespected? As fans?
No, I'm
I
talking
thought
about
you
him.
said May.
I'm talking about May himself, bro. Like
Of
he's
course.
showing up. He's been a class act, man. He's been a leader in the team, and like what I'm saying, you just keep lowballing the dude. You know what I mean? So if he did take this situation, I don't think he will. I think that what I'm saying, to me, he's really having a chance to showcase how valuable he is with the kind of team that we have, having those rookies back there, having a young team, having a bad football team, and still being a shining light on the bad football teams. Show how good he really is.
I mean, he's not exactly graded as one of the top 5 safeties or top 10 safeties right now. I don't think so.
No, he's not. But at the end of the day, we're not a very good football team as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's the point. Though. He probably wants to be on a team where he could showcase a little bit more what he could do.
Yeah, but he's not. He's also not for the New York Jets. He's not worth paying $15-16 million a year because we're not one player away, and he's not the one player to be a game breaking difference.
And he knows that. And he knows that.
He's the wrong player at the wrong time for us. So it's like, listen, man, we're sorry. They try to do what's right, keep him here because he's a piece of the puzzle, but not long term. So now it's like I don't.
It makes sense. It makes sense for both sides to move on. And if you're the Jets and you know that you're not signing him, why not get something back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, maybe Joe Douglas learned his lesson when he didn't trade Robbie Anderson.
With Robbie Anderson, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, a 3rd or 4th round pick for Marcus May, or listen, if he signs so well in the offseason, that's a comp pick as well. So I mean, either way, I'm saying, we'll get some kind of value for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, once we have a couple weeks to trade deadline, but there's like 3 or 4 players you can say this about. But going back to the injury report, so the defensive side we covered, the offensive side, getting Crowder back is kind of big. It's a veteran receiver. He could be the safety valve for Zach Wilson. Elijah Moore being out, I mean, it sucks, but what's he really been doing? Jeff Smith's a gunner, so that's kind of like, all right, we're missing our gunner now. But Denzel Mims will get a chance, I think, now. So that's good, right?
Is he? He's going to be active. He's going to get a chance to play, though. He was active week 1. He was out there for 3 snaps.
Is Tyrone frozen?
Yes, he is.
Yo.
We should just leave him like that.
What happened, man?
Your screen's frozen.
You're talking, but you're not moving.
Okay, I'm back.
What do we do? You just take it back up?
I would just leave him like that.
We can't do that. That's wrong, dude. No, but the thing I think having Crowder is big. That's going to help Zach Wilson a lot, I think, man. Because, it's like he's a precise route runner. You know where he's going to be at all times.
Blanket. Yep.
So Vincent Smith, Denzel Mims is going to be active this week. And it's just the way they're handling it so weird. Like, well, he better make the most of his opportunity. Has everybody else as a wide receiver done that? Like, seriously?
That's what I don't like. Is that
shit?
His name's been in the media. I mean, almost every day for the last 3 weeks. Like, you're putting a ton of pressure on this kid. Whereas, like, nobody else, I don't think at this point's really had to feel that. Davis has had all his drops. He hasn't had to worry about being benched. Elijah Moore, he was pretty much announced since day one. Giving Berrios and Jeff Smith plenty of opportunities. Keelan Cole's even been getting a chance. So it just seems weird what's going on with Mims. I know we've been all over this topic for the last few weeks. I don't want to keep going after it, but it's just odd what's going on there.
I'm curious to see how many reps he gets, if he even given any opportunities, or if it's some fringe shit where it's like Keelan Cole's out there, everything else, and he gets like 4 or 5 snaps. Like, oh, we put him out there.
That's what I think it's going to be. He'll get 5 or 10 reps, a few deep balls maybe, but he's not going to be targeted a lot, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I think. Tyrone's back now. We'll try this again. Are you back?
Yo.
What kind of Wi-Fi you?
Nah, man, my son was messing with the Wi-Fi. He unplugged. That's what happened. But
your takes are bad, man. I
don't
blame him.
He didn't like what you were saying.
Let me tell you something, man. Yo, just be glad, yo, when your kids get grown and leave home and never come back. Just hope one day that happens. I pray for it every day. I'm telling you. But nah, man, I'm excited about what we're gonna see, though, man. Like I said, I mean, I think Miami should play. I think the only reason they're playing them is because they're, you know, so they have a lack of receivers. But like you said, opportunity, showcase what he can do. But this whole game plan, man, like going against Tennessee, Tennessee's not they're not overly a great defense, but they are a good defense. You know what I'm saying? They kind of that bend but don't break.
They got players.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they do. So you know what I'm saying? It's not like we're going against, you know what I'm saying, the number one ranked defense in the league. You know what I'm saying? I think we got a chance to be able to move the ball, but I think Miami should play.
All right,
I mean,
hold on.
listen,
Before we go into game breakdowns, we're just going to go through the injury report. I know you're excited to talk football here. Now we'll go to the Tennessee Titans side of the ball, where things get very interesting. And if you're a Jets fan, your anger and your negativity and your depression all week long starts to change a little bit. It's like, wait a minute, there could be a glimmer of hope here, because and this is not saying that we're happy about injuries, but AJ Brown's out, Julio Jones is out. That is, Ryan Tannehill's basically going to his, fourth, fifth, and sixth receivers now. They're decimated with injuries, but they do get Anthony Ferguson back, which could be big for them. Because that's we don't cover tight ends. Anybody had it back.
We had him here. Got rid of him.
So in terms, and they also had some other, Bud Dupree's not playing. They have a bunch of people out. But with Tyron, I'll start with you. How big is it with both their receivers out? And are you still scared of the Tennessee offense, which will feature Derrick Henry?
I mean, you definitely going to respect Derrick Henry and what he does and kind of physicality he brings when he's out there. But I think that's the one part we can match. I think that we're going to bring that same kind of physicality to the defensive line. I think we will bring that. I mean, if you watch that hit that C.J. Mosley put on Old Boy, he smacked the snot out of him. And you have to understand with Derrick Henry, he's not one of those guys you're going to hit waist high. You got to get him off his feet. The passing game, you know what I'm saying? Like with those players out, I think he kind of evens us out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I think with us missing May would have been really huge having Marcus there this weekend. Just to be able to cover the tight end or be able to adjust or be able to roam over the field and give help where help is needed. But with those guys out, man, I think that, you know what I'm saying, it's an even playing field. I think Derrick Henry, I think if we can stop him, and like I said, bro, you're not going to, you know what stopping him is?
You got to watch him catching the ball in the backfield, too.
Yeah, he's been killing the last couple of weeks. He had 6 catches last week. But I see that's the guy that C.J. Mosley can handle. I'm okay with that matchup. I think one thing that we have to do is, Derrick Henry's gonna get 28 touches somewhere in that ballpark figure.
He may get 40.
Probably more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, but let's try to keep him under, 140, 130. I think we got a chance. If we can do that, then we'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? He's a big physical guy, and he's nasty, bro.
What do you think, Prime Time?
It always gets me nervous when the opposing coach pulls the Belichick and starts praising our defensive line and our front seven. It means he's going to be going straight after them. So we'll see what happens there. And also, just from like a nervous standpoint, like if we were going in facing Julio and AJ Brown, there would be zero expectation as far as like winning the game. Now it almost feels like there's a sense back home. The offense has some pressure to finally put up some points. You're not really worried about anything on the Titans offense other than Henry. So there's almost like an expectation that the Jets should win this game now, even though they're still underdogs. It feels like they should actually be competitive here. They should actually maybe win this game.
Well, see, to me, it's like it's going to come down to, get this, coaching and probably quarterback play. What quarterback doesn't make the big mistake? Now, Ronnie Tannehill is obviously a veteran, has played at MVP level last year, but I think they're going to use his legs a lot. He's a very mobile guy. He can run around, do a lot of things. So Jets defense, that's where you're going to see what our team speed is. Can they contain him in the pocket? How do they use him? They're probably going to have some creative play calling because they have a veteran quarterback and they have Derrick Henry. To me, this game is going to fall on the defensive line. All these guys we've been praising for the last 3 weeks: Rankins, Quinnen Williams, John Franklin Myers, C.J. Mosley. They've got to find ways to stop the running game and say, okay, Ryan Tannehill, if you guys are going to beat us, you're going to beat us with these receivers that we don't even know their names. Chester Rogers and all these other Marcus Johnson and Nick Westbrook, whatever the hell his last name is. But seriously, don't you think the games will come down to, can Ryan Tannehill beat you with his legs and his arm? Don't let Derrick Henry beat you.
Well, I'll just find out first, and you can go come behind me. I think the one thing that we got to worry about is Tannehill's legs. I think that he does that a lot, and I think that we've been susceptible to letting the quarterbacks,
so Zach Wilson do that.
Get outside the pocket and make big runs. I think that we can stop that and contain. I mean, listen, they're going to get their yards on the ground. We just got to minimize what they do. And listen, you guys also know we always get killed by receivers we don't ever heard of. You know what I'm saying? The one guy goes down, somebody comes in, you never heard this guy, practice squad guy, and he has 70 catches for, you know what I'm saying, for 10,000 yards in one game. It's crazy. Prime time.
Well, yeah, I'll go back to the first point that you said about coaching. I think that's probably more important than overall, just defensive line play. I mean, you can definitely stack the box, put 7-8 in the box, force Tannehill to throw to receivers that he's probably not comfortable throwing to. I think that makes a lot of sense on the defensive side. And I can't believe I'm fucking saying this, but I actually liked what LaFleur said during the week. His press conference, I thought, was better than almost anything Saleh said over the last week, where he actually kind of owned a lot of his mistakes, realizes that it's on him to make sure that these players are executing what they're supposed to be doing. And so when they're falling short or where something's kind of off, he looks at himself and says, I'm not doing a good enough job explaining it so that they can understand it. So that was like one of the first things I heard a coach say over the past 3 weeks. I was like, all right, that actually makes some sense. So hopefully they made some adjustments, they got in the classroom, and they finally figured it out a little bit.
I mean, Tyrone touched on this before. It's like, like the Jets defense, I feel okay with it. Like, I think they can keep us in the game. Like, obviously, I think right now, even with all the injuries, the Titans are a better team. And to be fairly honest, I think they're the better coaching staff too. I like Mike Vrabel. I like what they've done. They've proven it in the playoffs. They're a winning organization. They win. And they're physical. They know their culture. They know their approach to the game. We're still trying to figure that out. So from that side, I get it. But the Jets defense can do their job. But what you also have to do is the offense has to keep them off the field too. You don't want the defense, you don't want to start worrying about Derrick Henry just by the second, end of second quarter, beginning of third quarter, you're dead tired of trying to tackle him. You want to keep him off the field. And that's on the offense. They got to be able to run the football, dude. You got to so for the last 3 weeks, all I've heard about, if I get one more fucking stat telling me how the last 3 teams are the best 3 defenses in the NFL, I'm tired of hearing excuses now. So all those excuses are gone now because now you're facing a Titans team that's not the best defense in the NFL. They're not. And your offensive line has been playing together now. So that excuse is gone. For me, run the friggin' football. Run it, establish it. LaFleur admitted prime time that he gave up on him too soon. He's like, you know what? I gave up on. Okay, so you got your pass. You've admitted to your mistakes. You figured it all out. Your game plan this week is obvious. Run the football, play action pass, get the ball out of Zach Wilson's hand quickly. And if they cannot protect him, go out of the shotgun and roll the kid out and make him move. He's comfortable. Like, we know now, dude. Like, we know what our offense is, and you know what Zach Wilson can and can't do. Now maximize it. Like, no more excuses now. That's my opinion, at least.
Yeah, I think they said, 8 of the sacks that he's had, 8 of his 15 have been when he's held the ball for more than 4.5 seconds. So it should be self-explanatory. Establish your ground game, get the ball out of his hands quick. Once you start doing that, then the bigger plays will start opening up a little bit. But, for right
I don't want
now,
to hear excuses this week, dude. I really don't.
There shouldn't be. The Titans have all the reasons to have excuses with all the injuries that they have. I mean, we got a few guys down, but, they are literally throwing to nobody. So you should you would think that's a pretty easy defensive game plan. Just stopping Henry, stack the box, force Tannehill to throw to guys he's not comfortable with.
I mean, to me, it's like it's going to be all in the trenches on both sides of the ball. Like our offensive line and their offensive. I mean, their offensive line is good, man. Or Derrick Henry wouldn't have 200 yards a game. You know what I mean? But now it's like guys like Van Roten and McGovern that have been chirping all week. How about you shut your mouth now, and play some good football on Sunday? Like that's where I'm at now. Like you're at home where you're probably going to have 10, 15,000 Titan fans there. With the Jet fans going to walk in kind of like not really knowing what to expect. Don't come out slow. Don't come out flat. Just play some smash mouth physical football and man up against Titans and give your best effort. Like, make it a close game in the first half, but come out with listen, you're going to smack us in the mouth with Henry. We're going to smack you in the mouth with our guys too. And we're going to go after it. That's the way I would approach it.
You made a great point before too. If we have 2 drives early on in the game where they're 12 plays, 13 plays, it's over. If they start doing that early on, defense is going to be tired. You have no shot in the second half.
Especially we're so thin at linebacker.
And it's supposed to be hot too on Sunday. It's going to be 80 degrees on Sunday.
Yeah. And what it comes down to also, man, is keeping those defensive line guys fresh. You got to rotate them guys in because if there's guys on the field, the length they've been on the field the last couple of weeks.
We saw them doing that week 1.
Henry's getting 40. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But listen, also too, man, you want to factor in something else as well. I think that if we come out and listen, like I said, he's been holding the ball way too long. I'm not putting it all on the offensive line. He's holding the ball way too long, and that's on the offensive coordinator to make adjustments to that. And you know what I'm saying? Like you said, roll out plays, get this kid off a spot. And what is wrong with picking up the tempo? Listen, this kid plays better when it's a faster paced tempo. So why haven't we done this? To me, it would simplify the game a little bit for him. You know what I'm saying? Have more motions. You know what I'm saying? So when you want to throw the football, have motions so this kid can see what the defense is doing. You have to make them honest.
I think
it's kind of like watching, you know what I'm saying? Gaze out here again. No motion.
Yep. No, I completely agree with
also
you, dude.
too, man, these guys got to catch the fucking ball.
That's dude.
They got to catch
Corey
the ball.
starting with Corey Davis,
You know
dude.
what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Starting
that's
with Corey
big.
Davis.
Jesus,
Were you surprised at all with what he
catch
said
the
during the week
ball.
that the Titans didn't even like make him an offer?
I
Had
mean,
no interest. I mean, number
couldn't
5
afford him.
overall
I mean,
pick.
the way he dropping the
Number
ball,
5
I
overall pick. I
understand.
was in the building with them for 4 years.
Like, bro,
They
the
didn't
way-
even show any interest.
Hey, listen. Hey,
Little
listen. The way he's dropping the ball, listen, man. Listen, we brought him in to be that guy. I understand he's not number one right now, but at least play to a higher level, to a higher standard. You
Let's
know what I'm
not. But let's
saying?
keep
You
in
gotta
mind
help your young
they're all
quarterback out.
dropping passes. Michael Carter dropped some.
Yes,
Braxton Berrios has dropped
absolutely.
them. They're all been guilty. Elijah
And
Moore
you
dropped before
and
he
you
got
watching
hurt.
these pretty. Listen, and I was sitting back looking at cut-ups, man. Listen, they were pretty great balls in good places
Yeah.
where they should have caught it. You got to help your young quarterback out in situations like
Well,
that.
and, the thing is, a lot of the drops, I'd say like there's probably 4 of the drops were game-changing drops.
Yes,
Whether it was
sir.
Corey
Yes, sir.
Davis,
Yes,
Elijah
sir.
Moore, they
Yes,
were
sir.
big
Yep.
plays in the game where they make that
Yes.
play, momentum changes, Wilson's
Yep.
confidence skyrockets. You change the
Hey.
side of the field, like you're driving, now you're in scoring position. They're big drops,
Tyson,
man.
Tyson, if he Corey Davis makes that catch on the 10-yard line, different ball game.
Yep.
If Carter makes that catch, it was 15. It was nobody in front of him for 15 yards.
Yep.
That's a 35, 45-yard chunk. Those
Yep.
are kind of plays. Yeah, like listen, I was sitting there wondering, was LaFleur just making mistakes? I don't think he was. And listen, he hasn't helped the quarterback out a lot, but he has had plays where it looks good. And then you're sitting there watching, and I think Van Roden, I know he was part excuse, but part truth. Like, this is not college, bro. It's not BYU. You can't sit back there, bro, and survey the field for 6 hours. You don't have Dak Prescott's offensive line. 1, 2, 3, ball out your hand. You know what I'm saying? So that makes it a little easier for the young guy.
And even last week too, like we were talking about the running backs. The running backs last week, like, they missed a number of blocks. Ty Johnson, I think we had at least 2 where he missed.
Horrendous.
You wonder if maybe Pirine gets a shot this week. I think he's questionable right now in the injury
Yes.
report, so maybe he gets a shot doing that.
But the thing is, though,
Well,
it's like, what happened?
He's still out, right, Coleman, or is he back?
I don't think he's out.
He's
No, he's back.
I look. I know they said
He
Pirine
was
was
out
back.
last week.
Well, he was out last week. But I'm saying for the injury report this week, I didn't think.
I don't even think he was on the injury report.
No, I think he's back. It was a non-COVID illness, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
They're all back now.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So
no,
Josh
So
Allen
then Pirine probably doesn't play then.
No, it's crazy, man. Like, what I'm saying, you gotta help the guy out, what I'm saying? Like I said, and adjust. Like I said, man, defensively, man, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and you gotta probably kill for this. I like what I've seen. Like, the defense have played good to me. To where if we had a suitable offense, we could have won a few games. I mean, could have a different outcome. I'm sorry, I just see that.
They've been all right. I mean, they've been competitive. They held their own. I mean,
I think they've done all that they've needed to do to this point.
I also think
until they face a legitimate offense that actually is, trying to score 30 points to win a game, I don't think we're really going to know what they are yet.
And our expectations were lower because they had so many injuries too. When you're down 3 linebackers, 2 safeties, and your best pass rusher, it's like, all right, like, we'll be happy with anything you give, but we'll see.
I'm just saying, if these guys, listen, if our offense has scored some points, you think these guys would have kept us in games?
I don't think so. That's just my opinion.
I think if there's a winnable game right now, this one's sitting right in their face, man. You're at home. Everybody's rooting. Everybody's just down on you. The media, the fans, everything. Everybody's just kind of thinking that you guys are going to be another lost season. We're a lost cause. Where every facet of your organization is being questioned, from Joe Douglas down to the ball boy. Come out with some pride. Come out with some passion. Come out with a good goddamn game plan and hold people accountable. And the one thing I honestly want to see is, I've been disappointed with Salah all this week. I don't like the way he's handling losing. These guys seem way too comfortable with it. Like, it's okay. Everything's going to be fine. We're okay. I don't like that mindset because I'm probably old and I was raised differently. But to me, it's like, if you go out in the first half of this game and guys are starting to shit the bed, or you're seeing Van Roten get toasted and it's like that, start pulling guys. Start taking guys out of the game and benching them. Like, that's the only way people learn, man. Like, listen, if you're all playing for your job in theory and, culture and accountability, then that starts by pulling guys, because your quarterback's getting hurt. Everything's going backwards. See, I kind of want to see more of that now. Like, listen, a sense of urgency, a sense of pride, and a sense of
I just don't know if Salah's ever going to be that kind of coach. It seems like he's too invested in being that player's coach and trying to uplift and motivate
guys. In the doghouse for 3 weeks, and Van Roten's playing like shit week in and week out. That's ridiculous.
And he's having great weeks of practice too.
Yeah.
In a row.
I mean, this week's gonna be fascinating, man. I'm just curious to see how it all plays out, how they play, And, this is a great opportunity, man, to have a very close competitive game, especially when you watch a game like last night. Like, obviously, I was watching the Yankees beat the Blue Jays because that's what the Yankees do, playoff-bound Yankees. But while I change the channel, you watch the Bengals and Jaguars, and you're watching Trevor Lawrence literally run around, making plays. It was fun to watch, dude. If you're a Jaguars fan, even though you blew another lead, the offense is scoring points, and you're seeing a glimpse of what can happen. Like, you know what? Give us time, man. We clearly have a guy that's going to be very good. We see what the potential is going forward. We haven't seen that with Zach Wilson yet, or our offense. Like, just give me that, dude. Like, if we blow a 14-point lead and lose with a half and a field goal with the last couple seconds, dude, and we score 20-something.
At least we put up points. Yeah, at least we put up points.
That to me is progress, man.
Yeah. Baby stuff.
What I want to see, man, is I want to see confidence. I want to see my quarterback comfortable. I want to see my quarterback make good throws. I want to see my quarterback show off that amazing arm he has, and I want to watch him make good decisions. And that's it right there. What's up, nephew? I definitely want to be able to see that. That's what I expect from them, man. It's like it's going into week 4, so all the bugs, the kinks you need to work out should be already worked out. The offensive line should play better. You know what I'm saying? Our quarterback should make better throws. He should be able to understand what the game plan is. Like, Tennessee is actually limping in right now. If this was a better team, maybe those guys play. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But,
dude,
if we're being honest, Jets, so we can sit everybody good.
But if we were being honest, following the game on Monday night, I'm like, we're getting our fucking doors blown off. I'm like, we are getting our doors blown off until the injury report came out, and I'm like, you know what? We have we have a chance.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, bro. Listen,
but I mean, and I'm not. But the thing is, the one thing I won't do is discount Derrick Henry, because he is an elite player that can take your soul away from you if you try to arm tackle, you try to pussyfoot around the line and shit like that. That he'll and I won't discount a veteran Titan like a guy like Tannehill. Guys like that, they'll find ways to rally.
Yep.
So this is up to the Jets leadership, the guys they have here, the Crowders, the Mosleys, Quentin Williams, all these guys. Listen, we could win this game. It's I don't know.
We're setting ourselves up for
failure. Hey, listen, don't get hit with one of those Derrick Henry stiff arms too, bro, because he's just throwing people out the way.
Who's the guy you ran over last week? Darius Leonard, I think.
Oh, it was bad, man. He just mushed the shit out of him.
Oh, bro,
further than McGovern got pushed back.
Yep.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. When he brings, listen, man, the kid. I mean, you got to give him credit. He's the one thing that he's the X factor of their team right now, and he's gonna get 25, 30 touches. So he's got, listen, and if we don't stop him early, that's the one thing I was kind of confident in us being able to stop the run. And in the last couple of weeks, we haven't been able to really stop the run like that. I mean, we've contained the run a little bit. This is a whole different kind of monster, bro.
Well, the Broncos running backs weren't any good, right,
Prime Time? Grown ass man, bro.
I forget who told me that.
Yeah, I think what Tyrone said was the Broncos running backs weren't any good, and Teddy Bridgewater wasn't any good either. Because Teddy Bridgewater can't throw a deep ball.
Yo, I did.
Isn't that what he said, Prime Time? I'm pretty sure he said Teddy Bridgewater can't throw a deep ball.
What? Yo, listen.
I think I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
go back to tape.
Listen, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I was really no. Listen, man. Listen. Number one, I'm gonna give all respect in the world to the Bridgewater. What that kid been through, actually being here with us, straight ball. They're running backs, I still don't like them. They still suck.
So why don't you just say this? Why don't you just say this, man? You know what? I was wrong. It's easier to say I was wrong, man.
Happens to the best of us.
I mean, shit. Of course I was wrong. I picked us to win. We got this goose egg, bro. There was no other way around that, bro. That's all, I didn't expect us to lose like that, bro. I'll be honest with you. I didn't see that coming. Not like that.
So, but here's a question. Snoopy mentioned it, and I kind of agree a little bit with this. Is to me, there is a tremendous amount of pressure on Mike LaFleur this week. A tremendous amount of pressure. You cannot walk away from this game at 6 points. You cannot with the injuries they have, the players we have. I just don't. I mean, you've got to.
I agree to an extent, but like Tyrone was saying before, what if it's a situation where we just got drop balls, or Wilson's not hitting targets, holding on to the ball too? Like if the plays are there, then what? Like, do you still blame LaFleur?
I mean,
I guess
that's fair.
That's where it's a fine line. I mean, you would hope that in practice you figure out like what's working, what's not, and guys are going to be able to execute. But
you can't quit like 3 or 6 points again this week,
and things
dude.
like that. No, I completely agree. But again, if the plays are actually there and the players aren't executing, again, where it's like drop balls or just like busted coverages on the O line, shit like that.
Missed assignments,
yeah.
I mean. Like, listen, man, our OC can't fix every problem, man. Don't get me wrong, man. Listen, I know we should be putting them some
not every problem. Okay, listen. Hold on. I'm not saying fix every problem. Let's just start with one problem. How about get your offensive line all on the same fucking page so you don't have jailbreak rushes on your quarterback? How about we start with that? Or how about we realize if your offensive line, especially the right side, can't defend, can't block anybody, you roll your quarterback out. Is that too much to ask for your coordinator?
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah, true indeed.
It's been like that for how many weeks now?
Or having a back pick up, or listen,
these are also veteran linemen. Other than Vera Tucker, these are also veteran linemen. So it's like
exactly. Yeah, he actually played better last week. But I'm gonna tell you, man, what's killing these guys is stunts. Like, yo, he's like they get a stunt and they get fucking confused, bro. Like, yo, I watched McCover,
like they've never seen it before.
Yo, he's standing here, the guy is rushing here. Like, bro, that's crazy.
Tyrone, there was like 3 plays last week. Van Roten was like this. Like, wait, that my guy went past just now? Like, Tyrone, he literally looked. He was like, wait, hold on. Shit, that's my guy back there.
Tyson, and then
fucking terrible.
McGovern, he had the audacity to try to defend. I was in my spot. It's a guy rushing at your quarterback. I mean, those is kind of
he might have been right, but at the same time, like we were talking about it on Tuesday, he also threw Vera Tucker under the bus. Like if he was actually in his right spot, then he just threw a teammate under the bus by saying he didn't do his job. So either way, it's fucked up.
Listen,
these guys got to get on the same page.
We all play sports. We all watch sports. We all are athletes. Let me tell you something, man. I get a analogy. I say this all the time. Just because it's the right basketball play doesn't mean it's the right play to make. If your big man is coming down the court and you know what I'm saying, you're on a fast break and you know he can't handle the rock, why would you give him the ball? So that's automatically a turnover that falls on you. If you're not adjusting and he's a center, the guy that's helping making the calls, and you see a guy running free at your quarterback, and there's nobody in your space, why would you stand there? Yep. You understand what I'm saying? This is the problem that we have. He's passing the buck. And you know what I'm saying? And as a coach, you have to hold these guys accountable because listen, I'm not blaming the rookie quarterback for holding the ball too long, but I am. I'm not blaming, you know what I'm saying, guys missing assignment, but I can because it's what's happening. Like, okay, the quarterback's holding the ball too long. You're absolutely correct. Shouldn't you block more? Like, you know what I'm saying? This guy's getting guys in his face, free rushers, man. Come on, man. This is crazy.
Sometimes it's more like there's like 3 or 4 guys coming in, dude.
That's fine. But, you know, at the same time, how do we know the floor is scheming guys wide open and they're not having time to run a fucking play? Yep. You understand what I'm saying?
No, it's a cumulative effort, dude. It's a group of guys all fucking up at one time or other. It's ruining the whole offense. But at some point, it's got to improve. Like they have to figure it out.
It doesn't even need to be a group of guys on offense. All it takes is one guy to fuck up, and that's your entire play is busted. Where on defense, you can have one guy to step up and actually kill a play. So offense, you need all 11 guys on the same page. Otherwise, you're screwed.
And what if these guys are running the wrong routes? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, like, listen, I mean, we have to factor in a lot of things, man. Listen, these guys have dropped a lot of balls. Like, a lot of balls. Shit, they can change games.
I know you saw that one picture where all 3 of the receivers were all lumped together, middle of the field.
So ridiculous.
Yo, listen, we watched it. We were sitting at the 10-yard line. We watched a guy drop the ball to him in the hands that could have changed that game. That was a 0-0 game at that time. You feel me? All of these things factor in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even mad at the defense, bro. The defense been on the field, bro, majority of the time. How many times we went 3 and out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, so you're going against a guy like Derrick Henry, right? We're talking about how good and how physical a monster he is and the line is. Let that defense stay on the field for 35 minutes plus. I guarantee we're going to lose. And we're going to lose ugly because they're going to run over top of us. And it's not going to be the defense's fault. It's going to be the offense's fault because they have to hold the ball as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand they want to slow the game down for time of possession. If your quarterback is better at moving faster, then slow the plays down. But look, okay, we're going to get to the line. We're going to run this play right here. Come back, then we huddle up. Next 2 plays, we're going no huddle. Give your quarterback something that motivates him, that moves faster. When you're slowing the game down, it's too difficult for him right now.
The best offenses and the best quarterbacks, it always seems like they operate out of the up-tempo once they have the right defense that they want on the field, and they force those guys to stay out there 4, 5, 6 plays.
Yeah, and you stop exactly.
Like you identify. All right, we got a mismatch here. All right, now we're gonna hurry up. We're gonna get right back to the line. Like you can't defend this. Shit. All right,
like,
that's
exactly.
what you got to do.
You're exactly correct. Listen, and we have a mismatch. Say we, you know what I'm saying, we have Carter in there, and you're bringing in Ty Johnson. They know you about to run the football. You're bringing in your bigger back. You're bringing in your tight end. So they're doing the same thing. So why not come up with a scheme where, you know what, though? We're going to leave Ty Johnson on the field. We're going to pass football. We're going to go no huddle for the next 3. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up a little bit, man. It has to be. I'm going to be for real. Do you think?
Can't be predictable.
You think, and this might sound crazy, No. Do you think the biggest issue is that LaFleur is so used to being in the box and then he's in the sideline and it's bothering him? You think that could be an issue? Like he's not
Talking
seeing the
about that on
game
Tuesday,
the way he would see it from up in that box?
Could be.
A lot of guys have that
somebody
problem,
asked that
right?
on Tuesday. Definitely possible. You get a better visual from up top. Hopefully, I mean, it shouldn't be difficult in today's day and age
Yeah.
with technology to be able to like send pictures down to him on the sideline. But I don't know.
Well, Tyrone, apparently,
but
the thing is, apparently Zach Wilson likes him down here. That's the problem.
I
Maybe you should
understand
get a
that.
veteran
Get
backup
your
quarterback.
phone,
You can talk to him instead of
listen, man. Listen. I mean,
Or you can just
I
pick
don't
up
know
the
if you
damn
guys
phone.
play chess, right? But like when you play chess,
Nah.
listen, I don't know if you guys play chess, right? But sometimes, man, if you watch someone else play
Chess?
chess, like if you play chess against me, I'll get up and
That's too hard for me.
I'll get up and look at the board from a different angle because I need to see the board from a different perspective. So maybe he needs to be up there so he can see the field better to make, you know what I'm saying, to make better calls. If you're so used to doing something, how can you switch it up?
You were.
You know what I'm saying? He's already a new OC. You know what I'm saying?
You better know. Yep. No, listen. I get it, and that was the one thing that Saleh talked about, saying like LaFleur was used to being in a booth, but they brought him on the field. But Zach likes him there. Well, like you know what? You also have Calabrese there. You also have Kavanaugh there. If you have to make Josh Johnson act, make Josh Johnson act. Let him stand there too. Like if it's holding LaFleur back that much, you got to adjust on the fly and figure it out. Like it's we all got to figure something out. But that's. And then again, it's all a learning process too. But I guess the one thing that we get a lot of questions is, what do you guys expect out of Mims on Sunday?
Don't expect much. I mean, what could have changed? Yeah, what could have changed in practice over the last like 3 weeks? Honestly, yes, Elijah Moore's out and Jeff Smith's out, but you're also getting Crowder back. Keelan Cole's still ahead of him. Corey Davis is still ahead of him. Therios has been catching balls. So if he's either your fourth or fifth wideout, where is he getting on the field? Maybe on a few packages that they design up for him to, just take the top off the defense or something like that. But to think he's going to be out there for like 30, 40 plays, getting 8 to 10 targets, I can't see that. I'd like to, but I don't see it.
Yeah, me too. And you know what's so crazy? This kid is such a big physical target. He's the faster version of Davis. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why can't they find a way to work this kid in or get this kid on the field? I don't see no reason why. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but it makes no sense to me that this kid is this big specimen of receiver is not on the field. It's crazy to me. Tyson?
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, man. He's got a lot of talent. It's just what I keep going back to is you watch all these teams throughout the NFL doing these high flying offenses, guys moving around, guys that are just fourth or fifth string guys getting a chance to play, all making plays. And this kid who showed talent last year, he showed talent in the preseason. He had to catch week 1. He has ability, dude. Just give him a chance. And it's like at this point, you almost hope that the Jets aren't so arrogant. Like we don't want to have them to show us up or something like that to make it kind of put like pie in their face or something. But I don't know, man. It's a weird. He must be a major either pain in the ass in the behind the scenes or always late to meetings. There's got to be something that's just so like.
Or this coaching staff is just ridiculously stubborn, trying to force guys into roles that maybe they're just not suited for.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it could be too. I don't know. So we'll go answer some questions before we give our predictions here. Thank you guys for all joining us. Let's see. Salute to my fellow chess players. That's Tyrone. Definitely not us.
You already know, baby. You already know.
It's too complicated for me. I stick with checkers.
Being in the booth isn't necessarily better. It looks a lot easier up there to do things. The one thing, Lauren, I can tell you just from our own personal perspective, we've been in the press box and shit like that, even in the stadium. If you sit lower level or on the sideline, there's a lot of things you can't see. You can't really see the plays develop. You go up a level or even higher, you can see everything develop. You can see who's open, who's not, who's getting beat, who's not. You can almost see when the defense lines up, are they in zone? You can see plays develop so much easier from high above than down on like lower level. And I could see why a coordinator like it up there.
My season tickets are up top. You see everything develop.
Yep. Yeah, it's a big difference.
And to me, if it works for him, if that's something that he's used to doing, why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm making sense to me.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
especially when the coordinators can be in the headset until like 15 seconds before the ball is snapped, so he could actually be communicating with Wilson.
Exactly,
and, get some information into his ear if they can actually get up to the line of scrimmage on time.
See, I think Wilson doesn't trust Mims.
My coordinator to be more comfortable than my quarterback.
I mean, can Wilson trust anybody? They're all dropping passes. I don't think. They're
all dropping balls.
They're all dropping passes. Perhaps LaFleur
If he
can't scheme.
if he don't trust anybody, he don't trust that old line. I bet you that.
That's true.
LaFleur can't scheme Mills' skills in his offense. I mean, come on, he's an offensive coordinator. You can scheme anybody. I mean,
He's got
deep pass.
size, he's got speed.
Yeah.
Especially like
in the red zone.
Just send him along, you know. Somebody else is going to be one-on-one, or even if he's one-on-one, you'd expect him to win that matchup.
This is a good point by Jomo too. He's more of a contested catch guy. Yep. I mean, that's
like the ones that Davis has been dropping.
Yeah. This team, man.
That was a good one, Brian. I like that.
So with Jones and Browns out, do you think our defense will be able to keep us in the game and give the offense a chance? I definitely think so. I absolutely think so.
Too.
I think
you got one thing to focus on, so they should be able to.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's
it.
one. Listen, also, no, don't forget about Tannehill out the backfield. Let's not forget what his legs and he's capable of doing. Because
he's not Lamar Jackson.
Keep the drive going.
Yeah.
Nah, but he's not. But we always have trouble with that. Look at Teddy last week, bro. Teddy had a good run that
Of course he did. I told you that.
Teddy runs 12 yards for down. That was crazy. So.
Oh, shit. What can we expect out of Ashton Davis? I don't think he's going to play a lot. I think he's going to probably do a lot of special teams. He may not even play a lot this week, to be honest with you.
So who are your safeties going to be then?
He might have to. Bro. He might have to. Who's our starting safeties, bro?
I have no idea. Couldn't tell you.
I think, and then
I have no clue.
Colbert and Neesman.
Oh God.
Yep.
You know it's bad when it's week 4 and you don't even know who your safeties are.
Sound good, right? it doesn't
safeties,
even sound
your
good,
linebackers.
Right?
just, oh my God.
Yeah. Right now they got Adrian. I don't even think they have Neesman on the roster anymore. They got Gerard Wilson and Adrian Colbert.
Shit. Great. Who the hell's Gerard Wilson? I never even heard of him before.
Who?
Gerard Wilson.
He's listed second on the depth chart right now.
Bro.
He's been with the Jaguars for a number of years. Started a few games in 2019. Started all 16 games actually. Wow. Had 2 interceptions.
Do we put 9 in the box to stop Henry? He's their only shot. Go for it.
Yo, look, put 9 in the box might stop that monster, man. Him down here is a problem, bro.
But you got to get. It's gonna. If you have big time games from Rankins and Quinn, that saves a lot of That's enormous, man. Or even Fotokasi and Shepard, those guys, get them all in there. Just
it'd be nice if one free agent couldn't start earning their contract. Let's see Rankins step up this week.
Well,
he's been playing well, man.
Listen, I think the biggest issue too is our DN setting the edge. That's what scares me more than anything. I don't think we got a DN that can set the edge. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole problem. You know what I'm saying? And in prime time, the reason Rankin, if we would have had, if our man wouldn't have got hurt, Rankin would have had a couple of sacks already. Trust me on that one. You push the quarterback in. You know what I'm saying?
Losing Lawson was huge. It affected everybody. Yep. Even Quinn, I think, having some better games.
Absolutely.
It would open things up for so many guys if he was out there.
Jomo predicting a big Titans victory on Sunday.
Quinn is coming along.
Yep. No, he is.
Still 13. Whoa.
So now, if we get lit up by Titans backup wide receivers, I mean, then that's just a whole other animal. So I don't know. So if you guys have score predictions, fire them out. We'll do a bunch of your score predictions.
If we get lit up by the Titans receivers, I'm going live on the walk back to the parking lot. It'll be one of those.
So Tyrone, how do you watch games on Sunday? Tyrone.
Oh man, I got the info package. So you know what I'm saying.
I can stream with Tyrone.
No, absolutely.
Oh, wait, you're not going?
Where am I going to go? How am I going? None of my friends want to go. They're like, "What are you nuts?" Where am I going to go?
I thought we were tailgating. I thought people were coming to meet us.
They can meet you and hang out with you.
Hanging out to dry.
Dude, I could. Not one of my friends. I couldn't even send a text like, "Hey, want to go game on Sunday?" They're like, "Dude, what are you? You're a goddamn mind." They're 0-3. Nobody wants to go, man. Nobody.
No, man. It's going to be a long.
I mean, that's why I'm going to be there.
This will be this.
But I guess I'm not enough.
I think we got a chance. This should be a game we have a chance in. That we have a chance to come out here and really perform, man. It's like I said, it's time. It's week 4. We just watched Trevor Lawrence last night look amazing, grow a little bit. So let's hope our quarterback does the same thing.
Let's hope is right. So get your score predictions in before we hear Tyrone's gem of prediction. Dude, I
even have an extra ticket. I have an extra ticket.
Oh, I didn't know you had an extra ticket. Oh, that's different.
My dad's not going.
Oh, he's not.
Oh, now you want to go? Nah, my dad's probably not going all year.
I didn't say. I have no idea. Oh, none of my friends want to go. They're all out. Like, we're good, man. Just don't even we don't even talk about it. Not
Yo,
one
we still
person
doing
picking
Miami,
a
right?
Jets victory here. Yes, sir.
27-26. Whoa.
24-6, 31-14. Not a
Wow.
lot of optimism here. Damn.
Titans.
Here's Steven's got it. 25-18. Let's see what we got here.
25-18. Okay, stay.
Ball's giving his condolences. Oh, shit. 14-10. 21-10, 27. Not one person. 24-0. Snoopy, come on, man. What is it?
Come on, bro. Listen, they're gonna take the whole stadium now. That shit happens. Prime time will rip his shirt off.
Do it.
They did that shit right there.
The worth coming from Ohio? Sure. Sunday's gonna be 80 degrees and sunny, man. It's at least gonna be gorgeous weather. That's the one positive.
Well, I mean, it depends. How often do you how often do you come out this way? Like, if it's a once in like every 5 or 6 years type of thing, I'd probably hold off for like another year or two and save that money for another year.
Okay.
After I'm picking a win. Look at now we go.
38, 35, 20.
41-10, but you didn't tell the team though.
41-10 who?
That's the Titans, man. God
That's
help us.
Titans.
Jesus Christ.
That's Derrick Henry
God
having
help
his
us.
275 and 4 touchdowns.
Can I waffle my prediction? Go for it.
Sure.
We have waffles on the show.
Tyrone does it every week.
6-3 Jets. Wow.
32. Hey, you know what, Tyrone? Know what you missed too?
What's that?
You missed probably Steve's best call he's ever had in the history of our show. Steve's call was phenomenal on Tuesday.
I saw you post that, bro. Yeah, what my man do? The hot pepper dude, dog. I saw. What did he do? Everyone was all excited about him, bro. What did he do?
He took a shot at Jack and told some jokes.
He did it out of his shot glass with a prescription bottle, which was kind of interesting. Just
we thought we had to call up the DA for a second.
Oh boy.
It was just
never a dull moment when he's on, buddy.
Bro, we had a really good stream going too. Like, the stream was going perfect. Like, the callers were great, everything was great, and then all of a sudden it just went right to shit. I don't know what happened, but the tickets are going real cheap. I think the parking is probably more expensive than the tickets right now. The parking is what, $45 bucks. Right. It is. So a lot of Titans predictions here. Holy shit!
6 Titans. Wow.
The scouts will slip. There you go. More positivity. 28-7. Oof.
28-7 Titans.
Somebody sent me this before too. Like, listen, Jets win this. Find a way to win this game.
Hey,
they go to London, beat the Falcons. We're 2-3 going into the bye. We make our run after the bye week.
Yeah, bro.
What kind of run? Playoff?
Yes, sir.
I never said that.
Hey, listen, man.
What kind of run are you talking about?
Man, we here. We still believe, baby. We still believe, baby. Yo, that good run. We got a good record. 3-3 run. Let's go, fellas.
Could you imagine?
Jets up, baby.
Who do they have after the bye?
Well, I mean, let's get there first. Let's just get there. We get to make adjustments during the bye. We can do all kinds of stuff.
Hey, listen.
35-3.
35-3 Titans. Damn, 5 interceptions. How many pick sixes?
I couldn't even take that.
Oh, we got the Patriots again after the bye.
Trap game for the Titans. It could be, but it would be a trap game. But they're all friggin' hurt though. Oh, Tyrone just went.
Could be a trap game for the Jets.
Did he lose his thing because he doesn't want to give his pick?
Maybe, probably. Can't waffle if you don't make a pick, right?
It's true. All right, we'll take him. I guess we'll just leave like this. I don't know what we should do. Yeah, I'll ask him that when he comes back on.
He don't know
legendary.
He
right
definitely
now.
don't know about the turtle.
No, he definitely doesn't know. There's no way. 24-10.
96. Wow.
Oh, and now he's gone.
What is that?
I don't know what that was. Oh,
yo, I'm back.
All right. Never a dull moment with you too now.
I don't know what is going on.
All right, so before we lose you again, give us your quick synopsis of the game and your prediction.
I think if the Jets stop Henry, we got a chance.
No shit.
Will they stop Henry? Now he mutes himself.
I'm not stopping anything. I'm not looking at them to really stop him like that. My prediction for the game is going to be 21-20 Titans.
Oh, he takes the Titans. All right. Prime time, let's hear yours.
Well, I think it's obviously self-explanatory. Got to stop Henry. No secret. But he's still a beast. He's still going to run for his yards. I don't think Tannehill's going to make too many plays, but I also worry about the inexperience in our secondary, not having May out there. Young corners haven't really been tested. You would think, again, going up against nobody's receivers that we don't even know about, they'd be able to hang in there like they've done the last 3 weeks. So I don't think the defense is going to get killed per se. I think Henry will probably have a day like, $140, 2 touchdowns, something like that. I think we probably hold the Titans to about 27. I just don't think we're going to score more than that. So I'm going 27-21 Titans. I think Wilson's going to have a much better day. He'll, throw some couple touchdowns. Maybe we get Mims involved. I'm not too optimistic about that. But I think we'll find a way to score some points. I think LaFleur's going to scheme some guys open. We'll make some things happen. I just don't think it's going to be enough.
This is the game, Tyrone, where we turn the tables a little bit. This is it. Today, Sunday is going to be the day where we match physicality. This game is the matchup we needed. This is it. A team that's battered and bruised. We're battered and bruised. Going to be physical, ugly, smash-mouth football, both sides. The veteran quarterback against the hotshot rookie quarterback. MetLife Stadium's going to be all just chaotic. This is it. Sunday's the day. Jets are losing.
Way to build it up.
Like
I was just gonna say
that was coming.
I was just gonna say the first thing that goes wrong, that stadium's gonna let out all the booze and it's gonna be a shit show. I'm hoping it's gonna be a little bit closer. I'm hoping we can put up a few points, but yeah.
The thing is, I just wish I had more. If I had any kind of confidence in the Jets offense, I'd say they win the game. I did. I would think so, but I don't. They give me no reason to be happy, or I don't have any faith in right now in the Florida offensive line or anybody else. So I think like 17-13, 13-10, like some like shit fest where we're sitting there like, oh my God, this is just terrible football. But Tyrone, before we let you go though, what do you think about the Yankees turtle?
You said what now?
What do you think about the Yankees turtle?
Tyson.
The turtle.
What turtle?
The Yankees turtle.
I knew it.
What turtle?
Nobody knows about your fucking turtle.
Only diehard Yankee fans know that. That's just the way it is. It's fine. Actually, the turtle did work, Trevor. Won 2 out of 3 games, and it wasn't allowed in your goddamn country. So take that back.
Oh, damn.
2 out of 3. It wasn't even allowed there.
Leave my nephew alone, man. Trevor's doing big things out there, man. Salute to my nephew, bro.
He tried to be all clever. The Blue Jays won game 2. He's like, yeah, isn't this a great series? I responded back today. Great series. You're right. 2 out of 3. That's right. Bronxy the turtle. He even knows his name. Balls knows his name.
That's got a name?
All right, Balls.
Yeah, Bronxy. He's got his own. He eats popcorn. He's got his own little cage.
So what do they do with him after they lose the wild card game? What happens?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be on Tuesday night. By the way,
bring it back
you guys
to the zoo.
Go by yourselves. You guys can be by yourself on Tuesday. I'm watching the game. I ain't dealing with you 2 idiots. Yankees playoff game
with the game on in the background.
Yes, sir.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, we get some live reactions when Garrett Cole's got some home runs, looking over, straining his neck.
Such a hater. Well, how the Mets end their season? They're doing pretty well, huh? They're like Titanic. Well, thank you guys. Bronxy soup. That's just wrong, man. You guys, what are we? That's just Afram. Afram is that's just bad. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll figure out what we're gonna do on Sunday, and then let's get a win this week. Hopefully, even though we all picked it a loss.
Just up, baby.
See you guys later.
Have a good night.